All right, let's get started. I want to make this first announcement. It's in reference to the Talento Bilingue Day, Houston, TBH. Today I have standing with me Councilmember Cisneros in District H and Councilmember Robert Gallegos from District I. Quite frankly, as it relates to this particular project, all three of us have been working on it and trying to come up with a way to really enhance TBH, the site where TBH has been located. And then we have with us standing today Debbie McNulty with Mayor's Office of Cultural Affairs Director, Lenora Pullman and Roland Garcia with the Mayor's Hispanic Advisory Council. And then we have Luther Villa Gomez? Yes. Okay, and Brenda Lazan, of course. Brenda Lazan is the president and CEO of Houston First, and then Luther is also with Houston First and been working very closely with this particular project. And then we have Victoria Laura as well, who's been very engaged and very involved in this project. Thank you for being here. Did I miss out? Anybody? Oh, Alice Valdez, which is the reason why we are here. Alice, and thank you. I mean, Alice has been incredible, and just a long history of involvement when it comes to cultural activities and the arts, and just a mainstay when it comes to the arts. So thank you, Alice. Look, I want to start out this morning with an important announcement about the continuation of cultural programming at the city-owned facility in the East End Cultural District adjacent to the Guadalupe Plaza Park. As many of you know, Talento Bilingue Day Houston ceased operation this month. Today, I am pleased to announce that the Multicultural Education and Counseling through the Arts, which is referred to as MECA, via an $80,000 city grant, is stepping in with the support of the Mayor's Hispanic Advisory Board to provide programming and management. And let me just say, this is what I would call a transitional period for the location at where TBH has been located. And this is a way of, number one, the commitment from the city, from Houston First, is for this property to continue to be in the East End for Hispanic, Latino cultural arts, period. That's number one. The question is how can we really, as we move to transition, how can we create something that will be really transformational, that will be a tremendous asset, value added to the community in the long term. And I'm pleased that MECA, under Alice Valdez's leadership, has been chosen to provide transitional management of this critical space that is a part of the rich history of the Second Ward. I'm also pleased to say that it's not just about being chosen, but Alice and the board have agreed to take this initiative forward, and I want to thank you, Alice, and the board, because it's a big deal. It's a big deal, but the fact is, I can't think of any organization that's more prepared to do this at this moment in time than MECA. They've been there for a long time, and from our perspective, this is one way of acknowledging MECA for the work they have consistently done, and recognize that they have the capability to really provide the transitional support that is needed right at this time. The city's support of complete communities includes the role of art and culture, plays in economic development and community revitalization. MECA plans to offer an array of enriching opportunities to the center's surrounding community that will include a performing art and exhibition series, workshops in various forms of dance, instrumental and visual art, and academic support for students. And then let me just add, there are others who've shown also an incredible interest of joining in, the county being one, through Commissioner Adrian Garcia, and the Tejana Center being another, and then the Mexican-American Studies at the University of Houston as well. And so the hope is, as we move forward, we can partner with all of these other vital entities, organizations, groups to really enhance and make this something that will be very, very much transformational and befitting the community itself and, quite frankly, the city as a whole. So let me step aside. First, before I bring up Alice, let me bring up Councilmember Cisneros, followed by Councilmember Gallegos, and then Alice Valdez.
Well, thank you, Mayor. This is really a very exciting opportunity with this transition, so that we have the opportunity right now to really to seize this moment in time to imagine what the future is, not just for this particular site, but this really as a launching pad for what else the city of Houston can do in celebrating and in bringing, all the cultural arts of all the Hispanic culture here. We are a world-class city, but we don't have what we need in terms of that kind of representation in our city. And so this has been an important location for delivering opportunities to the neighborhood. But there's so much more that we can do. And so I'm very encouraged and very excited by other thinking about how maybe this is just one piece of what else can be coming. So I'm very grateful. I've had a long history with MECA myself, and my own family, and had served on their board many years ago, and my kids went through MECA, and I just couldn't have a higher regard for Alice Valdez and all the MECA people that have made them so successful. But so I think and handing it to them for now in this transition time is really key. I represent this neighborhood, and that it's so important that we have arts opportunities for children, for families, for the neighborhoods. So, but my bigger excitement really is more about what this will lead us to. I think that there's opportunities for lots of different kinds of centers, and all the discussion, all the that we're having now, all the really good ideas, all the partners that are stepping up, as we have an opportunity to get this right. I'm thrilled. Thank you.
Councilmember Gallegos.
Thank you. First of all, I want to start off by thanking Alice Valdez for stepping up and taking this responsibility on. I know that MECA has proven themselves these past decades as being an outstanding cultural arts center for the city of Houston, for the Hispanic community. So again, thank you, Alice. I also want to thank Mayor Turner. He and I had spoken some time ago, and he placed it on our CIP in regards to a future Hispanic Cultural Arts and Archives Center, due to the fact that the city of Houston, again, is 44% Hispanic, and the county's 42% Hispanic. And we're soon to be the third largest city in the nation. And hopefully in the near future, we will have a new Hispanic Cultural Arts and Archives Center to represent the city and the county. I want to thank Commissioner Garcia. I want to thank the Latino community leaders. We met with the mayor and with the commissioner a couple of months ago in regards to TBH. So now we have MECA, someone that has proven themselves these past decades in providing the arts to the Hispanic community here in the city of Houston, and we look forward to this partnership. And like the mayor said, hopefully we can come up with a new entity between MECA, the Tejano Center, and the University of Houston Mexican American Studies, so that way they can go forward, hopefully in the future, with the new Hispanic Cultural Arts and Archives Center. So again, thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Alice Valdez.
Thank you. I didn't know I was going to speak, so. But I want to thank all of you for providing the support for us to make this transition with the Bilingue, the Houston Center. It's a big job when I thought I was leaving. But anyway, but I wanted to recognize some people that are back in the back. Marty Mayhoff, who's a board member and a longtime president, and Richard Reyes, who I have selected to be the center's director, and bringing him back to TBH. Renee Hernandez and Hugo are you there? I can't see, I'm sorry, who are going to be also staff there at TBH. Our goal is to replicate what we do at MECA. And for those of you who are not familiar with MECA, we are a community cultural arts center in the old 6th Ward. Our program is in the old historic Dow School. And so we're also renovating that school, and we provide various diverse art forms, various genres. We do a performing arts series, we have a visual art exhibit, we have a large arts education program. We also provide artist residencies in the schools, and then we have a support services program which provides arts education for young people to go on into higher education, SAT prep, scholarships, helping them get through those processes. And the idea is that the arts is such an important discipline that can be used to help students carry that discipline onto their academic education. And we've been very fortunate over the years to have students go on to Juilliard, Manhattan School of Music, the North Carolina School of the Arts, UT Austin, UT San Antonio, U of H, Houston Community College, and many other schools, Berkeley School of Music. And so we would continue that work in the 2nd Ward. So we're sort of, Richie wrote a play a while back called From 2nd Ward to Ben Taub. And so we're looking at it in this way, from 6th Ward to 2nd Ward, and moving forward. And all of you around here, you know that we're on a limited budget, so we would like to ask everyone to get in their pockets and pull out some funds to help support this on a continuous basis. And we're also looking at United Way providing some support. And I want to remind Adrian Garcia, our commissioner, that he promised some funding too. So I'm doing this publicly so he won't forget. Thank you for being here, and I'll turn it back to the mayor.
Thank you. Are there any questions to this group, to Alice, anyone else? Yes.
The Councilwoman, earlier today during the discussions about TML, there was an exchange you had where...
Yeah, on this subject.
Oh, okay.
And anything on this subject. All right. Thank you all. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks.